Welcome to Center Park Stadium in Atlanta, home to the Georgia State Panthers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Troy Trojans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Georgia State Panthers. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Panthers offense will start this game off with the football. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. We're just going to see what they do today.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Complete to the left. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. They'll run the toss. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Panthers! Once he got some room, it was over.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Troy's offense will have its first possession of the game. Looking for a gap. It's coming. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts as he comes back to the plate. And the quarterback pulled up 2 and sacked at the 12.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. And the Trojans line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep down the right side. Picked off. Looking for more room. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see it. Got some room to run. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Fighting off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Check. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw, it's Banks. They've got the screen set up. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can pick up the first without scoring. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard.
Into the house. Touchdown, Troy. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Panthers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. Georgia State jumps back to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Power football with the run. They're able to make the stop, but not before Georgia State has a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Georgia State.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. To the air, it's Banks. Snagged out of the air. Out across the 20, they'll mark him out of bounds right at the 21-yard line. Tempo and overdrive. Handoff to the lone back. He has the first and still on his feet. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Runs through a tackle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Under fire. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he will boom that punt out of bounds. No chance for a return. Let's see where the officials spot it. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Georgia State will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Trojans will hustle to the line. Looking downfield, it's Banks. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corral, but not before. He picks up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. It's complete to the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Quick release on the RPO. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Panthers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fires to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing in zone, I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Got enough space. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Makes the grab. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. The Trojans moving quickly to the line.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got a man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Trojans will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Back open in the middle. Across the 25. Touchdown, Georgia State! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Georgia State, 28. Troy, 14.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Banks. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They're working that left side. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Rush is on him. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Unleashes one. He's open on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, one half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Atlanta. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Panthers! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Finds some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. And the Trojans want to move quickly. Off the boot, looking for his man. Fires to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans! Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He leaves it with his back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And the Panthers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Dances away. He turns it loose to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. So now it's second and long. Goes to the option. The pitch. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Georgia State. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Well, when you've got a quarterback that has this type of ability, there's no question what your strategy is going to be week in, week out, right? They want to throw the football. They want to hurt you with their ability to push it downfield through the air. 3 passing TDs in this one already.
He'll return it. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarter.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play.
And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to...
He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Looking to throw on first down. Snags it over the middle.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Caught close to the marker. It's Finley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the...
He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Panthers!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
That makes the score Georgia State
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, Dave.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together, get some good mojo going.
Makes the grab over the middle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26.
Here we go, here we go.
Rides the back and leaves it.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Pressure coming. He's dropped on the sack, and now the hill gets even steeper.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Boy, deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Georgia State.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Georgia State, 58. Troy, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Scanning the field, it's Banks. He lobs one high down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Georgia State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
58. Troy, 21.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flips it out on the screen. They'll pick up the 1st down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
How about the offense, man? Dialing up the screen play on 3rd down. They needed a play. Sometimes people like the screen, sometimes they don't. You got to call it at the right time. And they pick the right opportunity. They get the 3rd down conversion and a new set of downs.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Whoa, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Trojans are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Quickly out to the tight end. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. Coming out with it, it's Finley. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia State takes over, ready to send out the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Quick release by the QB. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Might be calling a hot route. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense. So
he's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give on the option. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They boot it away. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, the Georgia State offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The Panthers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Fires to the big fella. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Punts it out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.